Hello and welcome to Untwisted Threads. This is Linn, the brand new yarn from Originally Lovely, and is our 152nd yarn review. This 70% Tiangas cotton, 30% linen yarn features 6 colors. The colorway that we will be working with is Canyon. This 50-gram skein with 170 meters or 185 yards works up as a sport weight yarn. The suggested gauge on a US 3 to 5 or 3 1/4 to 3 3/4 millimeter needles is 22 to 28 stitches per 4 inches or 10 centimeters. For our swatch, I will be using a 3 3/4 millimeter needle size. Currently, this yarn is available for purchase on Originally Lovely's website, which you can shop with our link down below. A big thanks to Originally Lovely for kindly sending us this yarn to try out. This is not a paid review, and as always, everything we say is 100% our honest opinion. In today's video, we're going to review and score Linn by Originally Lovely using our 4 categories, which are traction, softness, durability, and cost, to help you decide if this is the best yarn for you and your next project. If you've ever wished you could actually feel the yarns we talk about, we totally get it. Screens just don't do it justice. That's why we created a monthly yarn sampler card on Patreon. Every month we send out 6 mini yarn samples so you can explore new textures, fibers, and brands from home. And the best part, your first month is totally free, so you can try it out and see if it helps you discover what you really love to knit with. The link is in the description if you'd like to check it out. Let's get started. For traction, we give it a score of 4 out of 5. It's loosely spun and felt a little on the drying side, but honestly, it didn't bother me while I was knitting. I noticed it, but that's as far as any irritation went. The skein was really easy to pull from the center, which I always love, and the fibers mostly stayed together. It only split a couple of times on my needles, but nothing that really slowed me down. It gave me enough control to keep my tension consistent without any slipping using my nickel-plated needles. For softness, we give it a score of 4 out of 5. No, I haven't worked with a lot of linen yarns, but I was happy to have been able to work with this one, since linen and sensitive skin don't always go together super well. I was thinking, wow, this is the first linen blend yarn that I could actually work with. I know, if you've been a subscriber for a while, you may be like, well, last summer you reviewed a couple of linen blend yarns too. I've worked with a lot of yarns, so you'll have to forgive my forgetfulness sometimes, but nonetheless, I was just glad to work with a linen blend that didn't make my hands hurt. For a comparison, it is softer than knitting for olive merino, and not quite as soft as drop saffron. I'd say it's pretty comparable to drop spell. For a micron count or softness scale rating, I would say it's pretty comparable to around a 24 micron count, which is a little bit softer than Peruvian Highland wool, but not quite as soft as a typical merino. Now that is with washing the swatch once. Linen tends to soften after repeated wash and wear, so that could absolutely be the case for this one too. When it comes to breathability, cotton and linen fibers are very breathable. In fact, it's among the most breathable types of yarn you can use, especially for warm weather or summer projects. For durability, we give it a score of 4 out of 5. With its Tangies cotton and linen blend, it is built from 2 naturally strong plant-based fibers. Cotton has long, smooth fibers that resist breakage, and linen is famously durable and actually softens with wear. Together, they create a fabric that can handle regular use without losing structure. That being said, in our stress test, we did notice a medium amount of pilling, especially fabric to fabric. The pills were fairly easy to remove, but it's something to keep in mind if you're making garments that may experience a lot of friction in the underarms, like a sweater. On the positive side, this yarn's strength and resistance to stretching make it a great option for summer tops, layering pieces, and accessories that will see frequent wear. When it comes to care, for best results, hand wash in lukewarm water and lay it flat to dry. For cost, we give it a score of 3.6 out of 5. For being a 50-gram skein, you can expect to pay $10.25 US per skein. That breaks down to about 5 cents per yard, meaning a size medium sweater quantity would cost approximately $82. Overall, we give Originally Lovely Linn a score of 3.9 out of 5. If you're looking for a breathable and strong plant-based yarn, this could be the one for you. Even if you have sensitive skin, we think you could enjoy it too, not just the after-blocking softness. Yes, since it is new, there are only a handful of colors, but we anticipate there could be more in the future. Have you used Originally Lovely Linn yarn before? What yarn would you like for us to do a review on next? We would love to hear your thoughts and recommendations in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's review, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.